guys. All right, so we are going to Mod Podge this mesh on over to our little tags, right? They're cute little tags. You can add some twine to it and some beads if you wanted to. The one thing I needed that I didn't get, by the way, keyword is thankful. The word thankful. Type that in and I will send you over our supply list as well as our Watts of Love Wednesday info, okay? So those of you guys who are new, on Wednesdays we do a Watts of Love mystery bundle and it is very limited quantity. I only have 25 available for now until I can find some other people to kind of pitch into the little thing. So for now, we are at 25, but hopefully we can bump it up here pretty soon. But type in the word thankful and I will send you over that link. All right. So let's go ahead and get this painted and I will get our video up so I can see. So we're gonna paint this first. I'm just gonna paint it with some Mod Podge. Okay, and I'm just using regular Mod Podge and then I will dry it because I like to do the heat setting method and so that's kind of what I do here. So we've got some here, some there. I am heating up my press. So we're just gonna swipe the Mod Podge all the way across because we do need the whole thing covered, and then we will dry it. Okay, we will dry it and then do the heat set method. Okay, so that one looks to be good. Hi, how are you guys doing? Was watching the Astros game, so sorry. Was getting caught up and I was like, oh, they're good. And then my husband was like, they're making me nervous. And so I peeked over the edge to look. So hopefully they'll pull it out. Hopefully they got this. All right, that's what I forgot. Water. It's fine. Hi, thank you. Yeah, type in the word thankful and I will send you all the info on where I got everything. But the mesh I did get at Dollar Tree. That's usually where I get most of my mesh from is Dollar Tree. Like the crafting mesh. I don't get the super fancy mesh for like wreaths. I actually tried to use my Dollar Tree Mod Podge for wreaths once. It did not turn out very good, but then I was informed that I need to get better quality mesh if I'm gonna do a wreath. So I haven't done it since then. Okay, I did forget the water. So luckily I do have two paintbrushes. They're just both different sizes. I'm going to do, look how cute, the little word thankful. We're gonna do one in black and one in, this is rust. And I'm gonna try my best just to get the top part. I really don't wanna get the insides of the lettering. So I'm doing my best just to keep it on top. Well, our heat press is ready. Can y'all hear Riley? Hi. Oh no, I got it a little bit outside. Not a big deal, but I'm just trying not to. But how was your Wednesday? Let me know. Hi. Yes, you guys type in the word thankful and I will send you over the info in Messenger. If you want to get one of our Watts of Love Wednesday bundles, you can do that. Last week's Watts of Love bundles have already been shipped out. And I'm super excited about this week's. It'll ship a little bit faster now that I'm getting the hang of getting them all made ahead of time. Well, we were just catching up from all of the mystery bundle, which if you haven't received a tracking, you should at least see one by tomorrow. So some of you guys have got one today. If you didn't get one today, then you will get it by tomorrow, okay? So we're almost fully caught up with all the mystery ones, so that'll be good. Yours was a quiet day. That's not always bad, right? That can be good. Well, I do have a little bit smaller brush. Maybe I'll use this one. I just didn't have the water in here. Oh, it's fine. It's like thin enough, but thick enough to have good coverage. So that works out well. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday. Friday, you guys, I do have craft night on Friday. So Friday might be an early live. I'm gonna try so that way I can hang out with my club members Friday night and then not have to worry about being on super late. And then tomorrow's Thursday. I have a couple meetings in the morning. So I'll be on tomorrow evening. But the magnets are so cute, aren't they? They really are. And I'm gonna have some more, so I'm gonna do those like every season. So I'll have some coming up soon for fall, and then I'll have some for Christmas as well. And then I'm gonna have them in different sizes. So I have the 5x5 box frames that they'll go in. And then I have the cutting boards as well. So you could put the bigger faces on the cutting board or the 5x5 frame. And then, I don't know, we might even make some bigger ones too. That way you have plenty of options to choose from. For your high school senior bowlers. Oh, how fun. Okay, let's see. I am, oh, not quite done. Like just not enough on there. Okay, there we go. All right, I need to make sure that I remember to wash those later. I think they should be pretty dry. Let's see. I was gonna see how many Watts of Love packages we have left. So just remember, they are limited quantity, so make sure you grab them. They're gonna be, type in the word thankful and check your messenger. We're already halfway gone. So, don't wait too long. All right, we're going to do, I'm gonna have a little bit, oh, this is cool. It's silver on one side and, oh, I love that. So is the other one. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna cut off a little, oh, where'd it go? Oh, where it is. Okay. And let me cut off a little bit of this one. These are super cute. You guys, I got these last year. The shipping is $5. Yeah, it's the cheapest shipping I can offer. Yeah, you'll have to select the shipping. It won't let you check out without it. Okay, but you have to type in your address before the shipping will pop up for you. Okay, so just be sure to type in your address and then it'll be good. All right, so I'm going to put that on there. Let me get my mat. I know oh, here it is. Let me get this mat and parchment paper. So I'm gonna put that on there. And we're gonna put this one on here too. I'm gonna turn that around. Okay, that looks good. I think that looks good. And then I'm just gonna set parchment paper over the top, and I'm just gonna set that on top, okay? So it's at 350 degrees. I'm just gonna kind of run it around just a little bit. That's about it. You don't need a long time on there. So they're all good. They're dried on there. Now we need to trim up the back. And you can just use, last time I did this, it was easier for me just to use scissors. You can use an X-Acto knife. This is nice because the corners are not like weird shapes, so I can actually just cut it pretty nicely. So that helps. X-Acto knife, you might be able to use as long as it's super sharp. Let me turn that around. What else? And I'm probably gonna have to run the heat over it one more time after I'm done cutting, just because sometimes whenever you cut it, it loosens up the ends just a bit and they kind of pop up. So just run the heat over it. It'll help set it back down so it doesn't quite come all the way up. Or what you could do is you could just Mod Podge over this. So I'm actually gonna do that for one of them. I'm gonna see how it looks. So I'm gonna add a little bit of Mod Podge to one of them, and I'm gonna see how well, that actually may be the best option for this particular one. It looks good. Okay. Let's do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and Mod Podge on top, just because I want it to stay down on all the sides, okay? So the last time we Mod Podged some mesh, we didn't do it this way. I think my brush is funny. Yeah, it's like, let me get a new one. Oh, I have, just kidding, I have a Mod Podge brush. Let me see. All right, I think it's good. Hi. Say hi when you guys pop on. Type in the word thankful, and I'll send you all the info. So let's get, now this little brush that I'm using, I did get it at like Hobby Lobby or something. I don't use it super often, but look, I left it, it's coming out. Oh, well, that's not gonna work. All right. Back to this one it is. I like these better anyway. I just needed a new one because the other one is from yesterday, and I left the Mod Podge on there a little bit too long, so it dried in there. So that's why I like using these brushes though, because if something happens, I can just toss it, right? Okay, so since I'm adding the Mod Podge on top, I'm not going to heat set it again. I just really want to be sure that the sides are gonna stay down because they were lifting just a little bit. So we're gonna get those on there, and then I'm gonna dry them. Let me fix this one. Hopefully I can fix it. Oh. Okay. All right, let's dry. And if it looks a little bumpy, you might go ahead and just use the heat press. Put the parchment paper on top, and that'll kind of flatten out a little bit of everything. See, this one has a couple of bubbles in it. So I'm gonna try and flatten that out. But I think I'm gonna have to do it with a heat press. At least I'm gonna give it a try. And if it doesn't work, then you know not to do it, right? We're all about learning here. By the way, this brush was expensive and it's trash now because I forgot. So, don't buy it. Just get the cheap little foam brushes and save your money. Okay. No, it's not gonna work. It's this one. It wasn't dry enough. Might have ruined this one, but it's fine. The Mod Podge wasn't quite dry on it. And so what I did, you guys, I put a little bit too much heat on it. And so it started bubbling. And I didn't really realize that until after I did this one again. Because I can see it melting a little bit. That's why it's important to use that parchment paper. But I think my heat was just a little bit too high the first time. So when we did the other mesh one, it's super quick, okay? So maybe don't leave it on there even as long as I did, because that's not going to be good for you. Okay, let's go ahead and cut out a little circle here. This is the little hole. Okay. Push that out. And let's get this one. And then we're gonna put our words on there. You can do this with a napkin too. I have some super cute ones. I just happened to forget them, so I had to search around for something and I found this mesh. So this wasn't originally the plan, but it kind of worked out. But we also learned a little bit, right? I started cutting pieces from, oh man. Yes, I did send out the notification. I find usually a little too hot. Yeah, normally I would lower the temperature, but it worked the last time we used it, but I do think I didn't put it on there as long. So, okay, so I'm gonna remove the back. So the backing for this has like adhesive, okay. And we're gonna put it on here. And it's gonna be so cute. So normally when I do the Watts of Love, just to kind of give you guys a little heads up so you know what you're getting yourself into, usually I try to use something on the live that will be in the Watts of Love bundle, okay? So that just gives you a little bit of insight of what you can kind of might be expecting. And it could be just one piece or something I used. It varies every time, okay? Thank you. Okay, so look how cute these are. Can you see the gold in that second one? Oh, there you go. Look how cute they are. I love them. And so what you can do is you can add, let me see. We've got, you can do a couple of things here. We could put on this. Let me grab some beads. I just wish I don't have, they're not colored, so that's the only downside I have right now. I didn't color them because I didn't want to color them. One, two, let's just say we'll do three. These are also really big beads. And then you can tie them so they don't come off. You can use them as a keychain. You can tie them on a backpack. You know, lots of places to put them. You can create a really long garland and use it as a home decor piece. That would be super cute as well. Okay, so I didn't put a lot on there because that was just like kind of a small one. I know I have some extra, here it is. See, oh, I meant to do that the other way around. Oh well. So we're gonna put this in here. Oops, let's cut that. Redo that. Okay. And let's say I was to tie this on here. Okay. And I'm just gonna tie it on. You can make it a lot cuter. On a flower arrangement, yes. She is downstairs. She is downstairs. Okay, so let's do this twine does not want to work with me. Okay. Let's see if we can fit. I don't think we can fit this one in. Poopers. Okay, well, I might just have to use the bigger ones just so you guys can kind of see what it would look like. I'm not sure I'll keep them on here because I would have rather painted them. I think it would be super cute if you have them and then use like one, like do 3 beads and then something else, right? Like an orange one or a gold one or like a leaf. Unique little tag. No problem. 10 Halloween and fall t-shirts. You're gonna be the best aunt ever. You're so right, you are. Okay, so let's see how that looks. Looks okay. I might go a couple more. I definitely should have done this on the other tag because the other tag has the black on it and it would have looked better. But you know, sometimes we don't think about those things until after we're done, right? So let's go ahead and push these down. Tie it a couple of times just to be sure they don't move. Ta-da! Then if you want to create like a little tassel, you can create a little tassel. So let's say we wanted like, I don't know, is that too big? Maybe a 4-inch tassel would be okay. So I'm using the 8-inch to kind of help me because I want to do a 4-inch tassel. So I'm going to kind of fold it in half. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that should be good. I think that'll be good. And I have, these can be found over on the Spoiled by Brie Designs site. Whenever you type in thankful, it'll have the name of it as well at the bottom where it says wooden cutouts. It'll be at the same place. Riley is downstairs. Yes, she is downstairs. So we're gonna take the center. I'm gonna fold it over. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut them now. Okay. Then I'm gonna cut off that extra piece and I'm just going to wrap it and tie it. I'm just gonna do that now. I'm gonna tie it a little bit lower and tie it twice. Let's see if this turns out how it's going to turn out in my head. Okay, the part that I tied is gonna be on the inside, so I'm just gonna fold that over so you can't see it. And then I'm gonna take this extra piece and I'm gonna go around. I don't think it's gonna be long enough, by the way. I might need a longer piece. Let me just cut another piece. Just so it's long enough. So I tied that, I'll just let it hang down there with the others. I'm gonna go ahead and tie this one around to keep it from moving on us. Okay. So I'm kind of starting over there. I'm putting it in the, oh dear. In the center. Tie it twice. Again, this is just what I just did, but I didn't cut it long enough to help with this part. Okay, so I have this. I'm gonna go around just to kind of keep it in place. And I'm gonna tie it to this piece and I'm gonna tuck it in. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but just do whatever you can do. Tie it wherever you can find a spot. Definitely not my best one, because normally I put this in here and I think I kind of spaced out whatever that one was too short. And I was like, oh my God, what did I do? Because you want to put this in here before you tie it together, y'all. Ooh. Look. I got this. Where's my little needle puller thing? Do you know where it went? How do I lose that? Oh, here it is. All right. There we go. I'm just gonna wing it at this point because I totally messed up already. I'm just gonna tie a knot so it can't come out. Hi.
Mommy, I want to take Charlie back.
Okay, give Charlie a bath. Bye. Oh, there goes Riley.
Jack, come on. Charlie.
Okay, so I just double knotted it so it wouldn't come out, and then I'm just gonna cut off a little bit. Anyways, it's not super cute, but like I said, put in that piece before you tie it, so that way it's not hanging off on the side like mine. It should hang from the very top, okay? Oof. It's okay. You learn after a few times, right? So, let me see. Let me see if I can take this one off. But thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. Can't wait to make them yourself. I can't wait to see them once you make it. So here is the gold one and its little stuff. I don't know how to hold that. And here is, it's like I have to tilt it because of the light. Maybe. No. Yes. There you go. Okay. Yay. All right, so it was mesh that we used. We did get it from Dollar Tree, but this was last year, if I'm not mistaken. It's just a cute little wooden tag. They are double-sided if you wanted to use them. Even if you don't want to use them with the word thankful on it, you could do for Christmas, like Christmas tags. And you know, actually what would be super cute with these, you guys, is you get some ribbon, okay? You get some ribbon, you get some like thin enough ribbon where you can put it through here. And if you're setting up the Thanksgiving table, kind of run something through this that you can tie around the silverware. And this could be like your little thing on your thing. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know any of the words because we don't set up for Thanksgiving dinner that fancy. But like your little dinner plate tags. Is there a word for that? If there is, let me know because I don't know what it is. But you guys hit the heart button, comment the word thankful, okay? And let's see where we're at on our packs. And other than that, we will be good to go for today. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Looks like there are still 8 left. If you're catching this tomorrow, they probably will not be 8 left, okay? So just know that this is 10:15 p.m. Central Time on October 19th, okay? So, place cards, place settings. See, napkin holder. Like the napkin holder, but with the little fancy cute thing on the outside, like the little nameplate. Yes. Wouldn't that be cute? I think that'd be super cute. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? All right. Bye, y'all.